Hey soul family, welcome back to the channel. This is the White Feather Tarot, and in today's reading we are doing what do you need to know right now in terms of your relationships, your finances, and your current spiritual journey. In order to do this reading, as you can see, we have 4 piles. Let me introduce them to you. For pile number 1, we have the Lapis Lazuli. For pile number 2, we have the yellow Aventurine. For pile number 3, we have the green Aventurine. And for pile number 4, we have the red Jasper. So take a look at which one of these 4 decks or 4 crystals you're the most drawn to. And that is probably the pile for you here today. If you feel drawn to more than one pile, to several piles, or all of the piles, or perhaps you're just drawn to one, whatever it is, listen to your intuition. That is your part of the magic, because it always leads you to the right readings. And as usual, you'll find the timestamps down in the description box. Click on your times and I'll see you in your readings. Hey, pile number 1, this is the pile preparation and the card picking process. If you clicked here by mistake and you want to get straight to your reading, please click the timestamp that's right after this one. Okay, so let's start preparing your pile number 1. We are going to be dividing your reading into 3 parts. First part, we're going to pull out some cards for your relationships, what you need to know right now in terms of your relationships. The second part will be your finances, and the third part will be your current spiritual journey. Okay, so what does pile number 1 need to know right now? Thank you. 1, 2, and I really feel this one. That's the one I feel. And 3. There we go. Let's take the second oracle deck and shuffle with intention. What does pile number 1 need to know right now, please? So 1, 2, and 3. Thank you. Alright, moving on to our third oracle deck. What does pile number 1, thank you, need to know right now? Moving on to our last oracle deck. Let's shuffle with intention. What does pile number 1 need to know right now? Thank you. Now let's get into your tarot deck. Let's put your beautiful stone right there, and we will be taking 8 tarot cards for each of the piles. So what does pile number 1 need to know right now, please? What? Oh, thanks. What does pile number 1 need to know right now? I think we're ready. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Wonderful. We'll keep your main tarot deck on the side in case we want to use it for clarification during your reading. There we go. And let's organize your piles. So that's going to be the pile for your relationships. There we go. Let's keep it right here. This will be the pile for your finances, pile number 1. And this will be the pile for your spiritual journey. There we go. So pile number 1, your 3 piles are now ready. May you always be blessed in each and every area of your life. I wish you live a happy, blessed life full of great relationships, where you follow your spiritual journey, feel the enlightenment, feel the magic, and always be happy. And let's get into your reading. Hi, pile number 1. Welcome to your reading. We're doing what you need to know right now in terms of, as you can see, we've divided your reading into 3 parts in terms of your relationships, your finances, and your current spiritual journey. So let's begin with your relationships, pile number 1. Let's take a look at your oracle cards first. So you have the vow. Interesting. All right. It kind of makes me feel we're talking about a committed connection or committed connections with others in general. Maybe you either have a tight-knit group or a tight connection with someone, or you're about to get into that. It's a phase of your life, pile number 1, where connections are strong. That's what I'm seeing here with the dove. It's also peaceful. That's great news and great to know, pile number 1. A great card to have for relationships in general. You have the octopus. Again, I feel like it's a phase of your life where you're having several connections, several ties with different people, a lot of hands in general. So the octopus, it says regeneration, renewal, resourceful, in a pickle. Really, really, really nice so far. Loving your cards for relationships, pile number 1. You have Moon in Aquarius with independence. That's also great to know. Beautiful energy, pile number 1. You must have really grown a lot spiritually. You have co-create. Love that. You see how it's all about connections at this phase of your life. Connections are doing great in terms of your business connections, friendships, and even romance. So this is a phase of your life where you are going to create solid, strong, and wise, mature connections. Pile number 1, where at the same time you are not really needing someone. You're fully independent. You're standing strong on your own. You've healed a lot, obviously, to have a card like that. And this is resulting in you having a lot of great connections. Let's take a look at your cards. You have the Devil card, the Moon, King of Cups, the Sun. Let me keep it right there. Yeah. you have the Nine of Wands, the Lovers. Let me put the Sun here so that you can see it. It's a beautiful card. Ooh, and it came right next to all of this yellow. All right, bright times for you. You have the Page of Swords, and you have the Chariot ending this part of your reading. All right, so pile number 1, it's looking great. Let's take a look at the middle of your reading here with the Devil and the Moon in conjunction with the King of Cups. Do you see how the Devil and the Moon are also in conjunction with this specific Lover's card? And do you see how this Lover's card is depicted where you have someone jealous in the background behind your back? So pile number 1, I'll get into that in a second. As you can see, during light times, there's dark. Light attracts dark. And so always know, during great times, you always have people in the background who are jealous, who can see you shine, who see you doing great with other connections and other relationships. So like I said, I keep repeating, this is a great time for your relationships. You're about to be connected to so many people that love you, connected to people that are while creating strong and wise, mature connections. This is making a lot of people in the background who are jealous of you specifically very unhappy, my dear pile number 1. And so just know in the background that there are these people, and they will never stop plotting with the Moon card here, especially this specific Moon card, as you can see. They will never stop plotting. So here is the thing. Remember, my dear pile number 1, that the Devil card is an illusion, which means that it keeps you stuck when you believe you are stuck. Do you see? With every Devil card, we see that only people are stuck if they let themselves be stuck. Do you see how the strings here, the metal string, can be removed? There is no real power that these people have over you unless you give it to them. And they can plot all they want. If you give them the mental state, energetically they have you trapped. If you stand there strong, accept whatever happens, don't put too much emotions and give them a lot of mental real estate. Really, to stand strong, as the King of Cups here suggests, balanced. And that's what I wanted to get to from the beginning. They have no real effect over you. You stand there strong. They'll always be in the background people who are unhappy, who don't like to see other people shine, who don't like to see other people happy. It's part of life. There's light and there's shadow. And so whenever you feel like you're standing on a thin thread because of what these people are doing in the background, always remember that even on thin thread, we stand there balanced, right? With wisdom, that's how we do it. And you'll always keep what you're supposed to keep. You'll keep your shine, you'll keep your beautiful connections. Don't let the background disturbances disturb you. Stand there strong with the Nine of Wands, protecting your energy by not giving it too much thought. See, you have the Page of Swords in conjunction to the Chariot, showing that as long as you have your mental state in check, as long as you have your mental state under control, where you look at the positive, yes, be aware of what they're doing, be prepared, but don't give them too much emotions and mental real estate. With that, my dear pile number 1, your energy flows. Your energy flows freely, as the Chariot here suggests. In fact, the Chariot always reminds me of the Merkaba. It's related to the Merkaba. And the Merkaba is a spiritual journey where we ascend spiritually. And so here we can see that you're growing spiritually, you're ascending, energetically, you're strong. Do you see your aura here? As long as you keep your mental state in check. Let the bygones be bygones. Let the people who want to talk, who want to disturb. You know how they say what others think about you is really, really none of your business. Let them have their tea party. Pile number 1. Let them do whatever they want to do. As long as they are not in control, as they don't rent their space in your mind, you're absolutely fine and okay, standing strong in your place. So pile number 1, overall, you're doing great. You're shining. Keep your shine. You've done a lot of healing, my dear, beautiful pile number 1. Keep it going and let the people who need to heal take their time to heal. Pile number 1. So that is your reading when it comes to your relationship. All the best of luck. I'm really happy for you. There's regeneration, renewal, new energy, and new connections and relationships coming into your life, especially those that are strong, that will last the test of time. Most importantly, are peaceful, loving, and mature. So happy for you, my dear pile number 1. You truly deserve it. And now let's get into your finances and see what this is all about. I'll clear this up and come back. All right, pile number 1, let's take a look at your finances. What to expect and what do you need to know right now? So you have the Destroyer. You have the Suit. Superficial perfectionism, lacking real substance. Okay. You have the Sun in Aquarius with idealism. You have a lot of Aquarius in your reading, pile number 1. Okay. And okay, I see that you're destroying some old habits, perhaps with the superficial here, with lacking real substance. Maybe you're destroying old habits of perhaps buying materialistic things, overspending. I see you're moving from that to the idealism, meaning you're being more careful in terms of where you're putting your finances, pile number 1. You're being more mindful of it. All right? You have go the distance, and you have the cheetah. So the cheetah is one of the fastest animals on the planet. And we do see that you have finances that are coming to you at great speeds. With the desert, after a time of perhaps of drought, financial drought. So we're seeing a lot of finances coming your way quickly, especially as you shift your energy to taking care of your money and your finances more. That kind of respectful energy is creating more flow towards you. That destruction of the old habit that I see you either doing or you're about to do is, and creating new healthier financial habits is really attracting even more wealth to you, pile number 1. This is great to know. Let's take a look at your tarot cards. So you have the Ace of Swords. I see a new mindful beginning. You being careful, you planning things out and not spending too much. Getting what you want, but at the same time being mindful, planning for it properly. You have the Four of Cups. This is brilliant. With the Four of Cups here, I feel that you are now avoiding things that are unnecessary for the time being, and now delaying gratification, looking towards your future more importantly than what you may want now. So you're doing a lot of effort in terms of being mindful of what you get, making better choices, waiting to get what you want, to get it in the right time, and so on. Lovely, lovely reading, pile number 1. Very happy for you. You have the Ace of Pentacles. So it's a new mindful beginning that is now presenting a new secure beginning, where you start respecting your finances, and putting it in the right place, investing it in the right place, letting it blossom and grow, giving it the energy, allowing its energy to grow for you. Pile number 1, yeah, good for you. You have a lot of, with the Destroyer here, you have a lot of willpower to do that. A lot of strong animals appearing in your reading. Pile number 1, and it's definitely resulting into more financial wealth for you in the future. Good choice. Pile number 1. You have the 3 of Cups. You have the 6 of Swords. With the 3 of Cups, I feel like you may have some people that you're taking care of. This could be the case for a lot of you. And I feel like you're making everyone happy, because the 3 of Cups in general one of the meanings could be celebrating. So you're letting the people, you, yourself, and others be happy. But at the same time, you're doing it reasonably. So there's a lot of wealth. There's a lot of things to go by. You're making sure that you enjoy what you have, but at the same time, you respect, most importantly, what you have. So slowly but surely, with the 6 of Swords, I see you're moving towards healthier habits. You're doing that pretty slowly without disturbing your peace and the people around you. I don't see you doing anything dramatic, but I see you being firm into being careful with what you have. This is very clear in your reading. You have the 8 of Swords, the 6 of Pentacles, and the 3 of Swords. It's interesting how the 6 of Pentacles is surrounded by the 8 of Swords and the 3 of Swords. With the 8 of Swords, I'm getting the idea that perhaps you have some sort of things that you want to pay off, maybe some loans that may have kept you feeling stuck for a while, a little bit tied down. And I do see you focusing now your finances to rather pay off that debt, little by little. And you see, bit by bit, you're paying off what you owe, so that you are financially free. And at the same time, with the 3 of Swords, I see that it's a time of discomfort a little bit, where you're exactly what we said, you're delaying gratification. It may not be completely comfortable, but you're very proud of yourself. And on top of that, this is your foundational time, pile number 1, because as you progress during this time, as you cross over this time, in the near future, you would have paid off your debts. You would have attracted a lot of finances that are coming quickly for you, and you would have saved. It's that foundational time that maybe not a lot of people like to go through, because it's not comfortable, obviously. But I do see that despite the fact that it's not comfortable. And remember, the 3 of Swords is feeling that self-inflicted pain sometimes. So it's not really anything that is hurting you on the outside. In fact, on the outside, things are getting into place with the idealism here. It's just that you're delaying gratification. Might be a little bit boring for you. It might feel that you have to exert a lot of self-discipline during that time of your life, as you destroy the old habits and you create the new one. But bit by bit, it will be paid off. Pile number 1, and you will see what I truly see here for you, that this new beginning is creating and attracting a lot of wealth towards you. So yeah, pile number 1 with the 6 of Swords, this is slowly happening. You're slowly moving out of these disturbances, slowly moving into safer shores, as you pay off what you need to do, as you start collecting your money, and most importantly, you are attracting a lot of wealth to you, pile number 1. So all of the best of luck with that. You'll be seeing that very soon with the sun, sooner than you think. And what can I say? I'm very proud of you that you're taking firm steps like that. You'll be thanking yourself in the future, celebrating what you've done today. You're doing it at such moderation, such balance, where you're not doing it in terms of balance where you're spending half. That's not the kind of balance I'm talking about. In terms of letting yourself and the people around you that you love enjoy life, but at the same time, most of your wealth you're using to pay off your debt and to invest your finances. Very healthy reading. Very proud of you, pile number 1. This was your finances reading. I'll clear that out and let's get into your current spiritual journey. All right, pile number 1, let's take a look at your current spiritual journey. So you have the king. Beautiful pile, I must say, pile number 1. Beautiful, healthy energy that I absolutely love, personally. You have the inner demons. Do you see that? Hey, thoughts, feelings, beliefs, they're on your inside. Very interesting. That in combination with the king, and you see how there's a hand going, no, not taking that in. And vibrating with strength. So what could that mean? What does that mean? That you are very much in control of your thoughts and feelings and beliefs, pile number 1? Or does that mean that you are in the process of healing that part of your life, pushing out with these inner demons, pushing out thoughts and being in control of your mental well-being, perhaps healing spiritually, believing that you will be okay, not inviting thoughts that could disturb your vibrations and peace, perhaps. Let's find out more. Pile number 1. Do you see that? You have Saturn in Pisces with loss. I feel like, you know how the crow or the ravens, they bury their dead. I heard a story where they taught humans how to bury their dead. And anyways, what I'm seeing here, especially with Saturn, because Saturn is not a bad planet as we think. That Saturn comes and makes the best out of us. It puts us in challenges and great learning lessons so that we grow spiritually, as discussed here. So I see a part of you has been buried, and the new stronger part has risen. I see that you're currently living a very blessed spiritual life because you are ascending, you're becoming stronger with the king, you are in command of how you feel, of what you think. This is ultimate power, pile number 1. Great job. And yeah, letting go of these demons, just letting them reside, burying them, and going, hey, let's start anew here. Love that. It's with the 12th house, I feel you're going towards your north node, towards your spiritual healing, your spiritual journey. In fact, you have the observer here. We were just talking about the north node. You're going up. The moon represents our spiritual journey, of course. So you have your eye towards what's healthier, what's right. You're very much aware of how you feel now and what you think. You're not letting it take control of you. You are very much observing that. And that's brilliant, pile number 1. I cannot say how much I respect and love your reading. What blessed cards to have. I did notice from the beginning, I told you, you grew up spiritually a lot in your relationship, pile reading. All right, you have the Queen of Cups. Wow. Queen of Cups is balanced emotionally. That's coming to confirm everything we've been seeing here. That is for sure. Now, you have the Eight of Pentacles. Like I said, you've been working hard to do that. You know how this person is running and everything else is running automatically because of the work they're doing, which shows that it's becoming automatic for you to be in charge of how you feel and how you think, of your mental and spiritual well-being. Now it's going automatically as a habit because you've put in so much effort and observation to do that. Pile number 1. You have the Six of Cups, and you know what I'm seeing with the Six of Cups? You're going back to your old you, you're going back to feeling healthy, happier, refreshed. You're getting back in touch of who you are, how you recognize yourself, of who you always wanted to be. You're getting that childhood innocence and positive outlook towards life again. Oh my God, love your reading. I know I said it a lot, but I really do. Wow, you have the World. We can clearly see now that there's a new chapter in your life. A new you have ascended. That's quite clear. Pile number 1, all over your reading, you're truly ascending into a wiser version of you, into your higher self, and you're experiencing the result of all of this hard work in your relationships, in terms of the trajectory of your finances, and also in terms of how you shine and the energy around you spiritually. Pile number 1, you have the Two of Pentacles. With the Two of Pentacles, I feel here that you're gaining balance. You're regaining balance in yourself. You know how the water moves the boats? I feel like despite the moving times and despite the changing times, sometimes it's unstable, you are becoming stable. And that is the most important thing. Beautiful, beautiful, respectful energy. You have the Three of Pentacles. Do we have space? Yeah, I can push these. Yeah. You have the Seven of Pentacles. And you have the Hermit. I really do see with the Hermit ending your reading, we can see that you have gained a lot of wisdom. You're gained spiritual enlightenment. You know, the Hermit, they always stay alone. They go internally. They go introspect. They learn the lessons that are presented to them. They don't just rub them under the table. They really take their time to understand why they've been going through whatever circumstances they've been through, and instead of only feeling bad for it, they also try to learn, why have things gone the way that it has? How can I have a hand in learning and doing something about it? What can I do better the next time? And what is the world really about? How does it function? How does my world function? Where did I go wrong? And how can I do it better the next time? How can I feel at peace, enlightened, find the light in the dark? And slowly but surely, with all of that figuring out and careful planning, I do see that you've put in all of the effort to become that king energy that we see today. You've been planting bit by bit every day, and with the Seven of Pentacles along the Three of Pentacles, I see, pile number 1, that you haven't just grown in one area of your life. I see that you're someone who's went introspect and thought of the different areas of your life. It's like you've taken a look at your spiritual cupboard and went, let's clean it up. Let's reorganize this and let's think how we can do it right this time. Where did I go wrong here? What can I do about it? And what about that? Where did I go wrong here? What went wrong? How can I have a hand in fixing it? And I see you've done careful planning, careful research, careful thought, and bit by bit, you have planted the new seeds, and now throughout your life, you're now reaping the benefits out of all of the things that you've planted for a while and taken care of with love and genuine care. And you're shining bright now. Pile number 1, this is your time to shine, my dear pile. This is your time in life. This is your life where you're starting a new journey, feeling fresh, feeling revived. You've ascended spiritually. Enjoy what's to come, my dear pile number 1. A big hug to you. May you have a wonderful life. And pile number 1, that was your reading. It was such an honor being connected to you. One of the best things about doing readings is truly meeting people like you. May you have a wonderful life. And if you've enjoyed this reading, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. Don't forget to click on your notification bell. And please don't forget to check out my productivity book. Pile number 1, this may help you in your journey and in helping you achieve your dreams, because this book is small, straight to the point, and so you won't procrastinate or waste time reading it. But it has all the key advice and secrets to becoming a productive person right away, all while enjoying this process. And so if you're interested in that, there's also an audiobook that I've just released with the book. If you're interested, you'll find the link to this ebook down in the description box. And pile number 1, it was such a pleasure. Good luck with your life, and I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye. Hi, pile number 2. Welcome to the shuffling and the card picking process. If you clicked here by mistake and you want to go ahead right into your reading, please click on the timestamp that is right after this one. All right. So the way we are going to prepare this reading is that we are going to be dividing it into 3 parts, where the first part is about your relationships, your current relationships, and your finances and your current spiritual journey. So we want to know what you need to know right now in terms of these 3 areas, please. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, let's now pick up your next oracle deck and shuffle with intention. Oh, this one's ready. Actually, it is ready. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, next onto our oracle deck. Oh, hey, pile number 2, this is a message here for you. Jupiter in Leo with publicity. I have to tell you, it looks like there's popularity, great popularity happening to you in this period of your life. That's a jolt of good luck happening here for you. So all the best of luck with that, my dear pile number 2. All right. What is up? You have the Leo again. Again, showing popularity. We have Sun in Scorpio with endurance. It looks like you deserve this popularity. You've worked hard. You've persevered. And now it's shining its light on you. You're going to become very popular in one area or another of your life, my dear pile number 2. It seems like you were really supposed to know it. And I'm not surprised with all of this Leo energy coming up. You've chosen the yellow Aventurine. Looking wonderful for you, pile number 2. And if you're watching this preparation process, it seems like you are meant to know about this. So all the best of luck with that, pile number 2. Really, all the best of luck with that. So what does pile number 2 need to know right now, please, in terms of their relationships, their finances, and their spiritual journey, please. So 1, 2, and 3. Okay. Now let's move on to our last oracle deck for your reading. What does pile number 2 need to know right now, please, in terms of these 3 areas? Thank you so much. Now we will be taking 8 cards out of this tarot deck for each of the piles. Let's set our intention. May we kindly know, please, what does pile number 2 need to know right now in terms of their current relationships, their finances, and their current spiritual journey, please? What do they need to know? Thank you. So 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, these 2 wanted to come, so it's 9 in this one. 8. Great. 1, 2, 3. I see this one wanting to come out. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Lovely. Let's keep the rest of your deck here in case we want any type of clarification during your reading. And now it's time for us to put the 3 piles neatly. This will be your current relationships, what you need to know right now in terms of your current relationships. There we go. These will be the reading for your current finances, what you need to know right now. There we go. And these will be for your current spiritual journey and what you need to know right now about it. There we go. So we have your pile ready, pile number 2. May you have a blessed life full of wonderful relationships, great finances, and a spiritual journey that is fulfilling, where you achieve your spiritual journey, you ascend, and you live a happy, blessed life. Let's get into your reading. Hi, pile number 2. Welcome to your reading. As you can see, we've divided your reading into 3 parts. What you need to know right now in terms of your current relationships, finances, and your spiritual journey. Let's take a look at the first part of your reading, which is your current relationships. So let's see what you have, pile number 2. Ooh, you have the Bardo. So we kind of see some sort of transformation. The Bardo is moving from one phase to the other. You can, with the eye here, I feel like you can clearly see that you're setting strong boundaries at the moment with all of the toxic energies and people in your life. You're at a stage where you can now clearly see who's been toxic, who's had your best interest, and who wasn't. And you're in a time where you're moving phases, pile number 2. Mending. How interesting is that? With mending, I kind of feel like this is a phase of your life where you're going to start rectifying the way your relationships are going. You now have learned so many things. With the Bardo, it's that transition phase between one life and the other. So with that, you are healing, you're personally healing, pile number 2, and you're determined to fix that area of your life. Let's find out more together. Ooh, see, it's timing. It's that time. You have the watch. Observe carefully. Caution, slow down, take your time. I love that. Okay, now I understand what's going on. You also have Venus in Taurus with romance. Quite interesting, huh? Okay. You have the Queen of Swords. Very fitting for this time. You're becoming much stronger, much firmer. You know how to set your boundaries now. And I feel like this is a time actually where you're putting a pause on everything, except for those connections that you will allow in that truly present respect and love. You're only at the moment opening up space for those who treat you with love, with kindness, who genuinely care for you. Other than that, my dear pile number 2, it's a time of your life where you're standing strong and firm, not letting any type of toxicity in, and taking the time to heal. Perhaps you have a certain beautiful connection in your life, or maybe this is a divine time for you to have someone will come into your life that will be very loving, you will have a very unique connection with, that will last the test of time. And you know how they say that during the hard times, there's always something beautiful coming with that would assist during that time. And for you, I see there is a wonderful connection. It could be in the form of a loving friend, a loving relative being there supporting you with all they have, where you realize the importance of that person during that time of your life. It could be a great friend that you will form that will be there for you, whether you realize that you were very lucky to have that friend by you, or a loving connection that is about to start now. This will be a great support to you as you grow spiritually, as you pass by this Bardo phase of your life, where you're healing, mending, becoming stronger, and making sure you never allow. You're standing strong. You've put your foot down firmly, planted it in the ground, and you're no longer tolerating any bad behavior. Zero tolerance, strong character, standing up strong, putting everyone in their places. And what people used to do in the past with their toxicity, they're no longer capable of doing anything of that sort. My dear pile number 2, you have the Ace of Wands. Ace of Wands is a new beginning, a new chapter in this area, of course, with the Bardo here. Burning the past, starting anew. It's energy of creation. Let's find out more. You have the 3 of Cups, very fitting for this reading. All right, so this is clear here. 2 of Cups, my, right? Beautiful times. You need not worry at all, pile number 2. 3 of Swords. I was just going to say, what used to hurt is now in the past in your journal. And then I found journal on the bed. All right. The ink has dried. The tears have dried. It's a new phase for you, pile number 2. the High Priestess. This is an expectation of something here. 9 of Cups. 9 of Cups, my dear pile number 2. Your reading is looking awesome. What do we have here? The Death card. This is clearly a transformative part of your life. In fact, we have the High Priestess here shown as tarot cards and divination. And if you've heard in your readings and during the signs that you've received throughout this period of your life, that your relationships are about to take a turn and that things are looking marvelous, believe in these signs, my dear pile number 2. This is happening. You are in the bardo at the moment and you are about to step into another different phase of your life. From what is shown here as toxicity and sadness, here the journal has been closed, the ink has dried, the tears have dried. It's all in the past, and there's a new phase where you are enjoying different types of connections overall. With the 2 of Cups, you're enjoying a deep connection. I have to say it. You are enjoying a romantic connection with someone, forming a strong bond. This is your time where relationships are about to open its arms to you. You're also enjoying valuable connections with other people, good, strong friends with the 3 of Cups. That's now why we see the Ace of Wands. When it landed, I was thinking the Ace of Swords is a new beginning, a new creation. So your life, you're stepping into a new created life where you're mending this area of your life. You're healing. At the moment, you're at the bardo, putting everyone in their place, not allowing any sort of toxicity that you don't like, whether energetic or in terms of the actions that people take with you. You're very firm, very strong. You've built a strong character. And you've taken your time to heal. The bardo is now ending and a new door is opening up. You've closed one door and now a new one is being opened. This new door is going to bring in a lot of emotional happiness for you, my dear pile number 2, in terms of a romantic connection in specific and in terms of building new beautiful friendships with other people. I can't help but think they are people who match your energy, match your mind, match your emotions. You're enjoying your time with them. Pile number 2. A new life, new phase. Forget the old. The ink has dried. Believe the signs that are coming in. You are now about to be surprised with a new type of life that you have in terms of your relationships. Dear pile number 2, welcome to your new phase. Welcome to your new life. I'm speechless. All the best of luck in this area. I'm going to clear out this part. And now let's get into your reading about your current finances. All right, let's now take a look at your current finances. By the way, if you hear any background noise, this is my dog. I always keep him next to me. Just wanted to give you guys a heads up. Thank you so much for understanding. All right, so you have the Offering. What a beautiful card to start your financial reading. You also have, let's keep it here, the Queen. Perfectionism rules. You will step out alone. Wonderful. Let's keep that here. You have the Sun in Scorpio with endurance. Okay, so this could go 2 ways. You also have Between Worlds. Interesting reading. So it did go the first way, in the way that I first thought of. Okay, great. Now, let's take a look at your tarot cards. So you have the Star. What a card to get in terms of your finances. Pile number 2. Loving this energy for you, my dear, beautiful pile. You also have Ace of Cups. Loving that. You have the 6 of Wands. My dear pile number 2. What are you doing here? You have the 8 of Pentacles. In love with your reading. You have Strength. Pile number 2. Isn't it time to pop and celebrate? You also have the 8 of Wands. Wow, wow, wow. You have the 2 of Swords. On point, right? You have the Hanged Man. And you have the 9 of Wands. Okay. So let's take first things first, my dear beautiful pile number 2. Your reading is just amazing in terms of your current finances. I see that you have really endured a lot in the past. With the you will step out alone, I see that you have been working on your own. You've been persevering on your own, and alone you will win. Pile number 2. You're in a time where your finances are rising at an exponential level, and as your card clearly suggests, you're moving between 2 worlds now. It's a year where you're moving out of times where you've endured hard times, and you're living a queen's life, as you can see here as well as here. A royal life. You're moving into royalty with the Star and the queens that are coming into your reading. With the offering, I feel that there's new streams of income coming in at great velocity with the Ace of Cups. With the 8 of Wands in conjunction with the Ace of Cups. So a new stream that is coming in with a lot of money. It's rising your financial wealth to great heights. This did not come haphazardly. I do see that you've worked a lot with the 8 of Pentacles. You've put in your all. You were dedicated. You stood there strong on your own, trying to make it work. And it's a time where you will be celebrating a lot of financial success and great financial wealth. Pile number 2. With the 2 of Swords, let's take it little by little. You have the 2 of Swords, the Hanged Man, and the 9 of Wands. As much as this money is coming in at great velocity, be careful, pile number 2. If you are not watching exactly how you are spending it, it could cause... this money is not going to go anywhere. It's yours. It's going to come in flowing, and you are going to rise. But here's the thing. If you are not careful, you can hinder your situation and put yourself in unnecessary challenges, financial challenges, my dear pile number 2. You could feel like you're affecting your future situation in terms of your finances. That's what I'm seeing here. So be careful. Up until now, you're okay. You're doing well, but be careful where you make your next hits in terms of your finances. Where you put this money. Do you want to get all of this wealth and spend it, or let it out of your control? Or do you want to make sure that you spend it wisely, that you don't have to do everything at once? Be careful with what you have. Don't let it overspill and fall out of your hands. Pile number 2 is the exact message that you're seeing. There is no question that your financial wealth is strong at the moment. There is strong energetic wealth coming in. It's coming at great speed, but it could act as a tornado, as you can see, going round as fast as it comes in. It can go out, not because you're not going to get any more, but because you could get yourself stuck and hindered with how you spend it, with where you put it, pile number 2. That's what I greatly see here in your reading. So be careful in terms of not putting yourself in the future in a difficult situation, despite the fact that it's going beautifully for you. Do you see with this Hangman? The key is in your hands. You can free yourself. You can put yourself in a great position by making sure you plan well for the future. That it's not about the today only, that it's also about your future. You want to be happy today as well as in your future. So once that money comes into your lap, pile number 2, remember this advice from your spirit guides. It's coming in to tell you, be careful. It's fast-moving energy. As fast as it comes in, it can go out quickly. And that does not mean that it's not in your hands. It only means it's absolutely in your hands, pile number 2. The key is in your hands. You just have to watch out and see where you're putting it in. Don't just let it... don't treat it like it's an endless fountain that doesn't run out. I see your spirit guides advising you to respect it so that it respects you back. Give love, gratitude, and respect so that type of energy is given back to you, that it's not overspilled from your hands. And so that you don't see yourself in a difficult situation in the future. Will that happen? No, it is totally up to you. I see that you're a smart, hardworking person who's endured and knows how to make things work for themselves. So it's not really about something that is out of your hands. It's just an advice for you to be careful. Nothing is out of your hands. It's absolutely within your hands. And it's just about watching out. It's all about watching out. Watching behind your back for wisdom, looking at what you may not be seeing, because sometimes we may fall into the trap of feeling safe when you never know what could happen in the future, right? A lot of tornadoes here, so make sure you account for what you're not seeing by securing yourself and being careful with how you spend all that wealth coming in. Overall, pile number 2, other than the warning that I'm seeing from your spirit guides here, your current situation is to admire. You're rising to the top. There's great wealth coming in. You're bringing in a lot of abundance is coming in for you with the offering. But I did tell you from the beginning that I saw the offering in 2 ways. First way was that there's offering of money coming in, but also offering could be a little bit of a sacrifice. So again, this is dual energy of money coming in and sacrificing a little bit to make sure that you preserve it for the future, that you respect what you have. Pile number 2. All the best of luck in your reading. Loving your pile. The cards are marvelous. May you always be blessed. Pile number 2. Now, let's take a look at your current spiritual journey. And please look forward to that beautiful life. If I'm not mistaken, you had the Bardo, right? Which was in between worlds in your relationship. So it looks like, before I even look at your spiritual journey, you're at a threshold of your life, a cornerstone where your life is completely changing to something else. Let's have a look together. Okay, let's now take a look at your current spiritual journey. So, pile number 2, you have, ooh, nice. You have the river. I kind of feel like things are starting to fall into place, whereas it was very blurry in the past. You didn't know why things were happening, what was going on. The picture wasn't clear. And I feel like at the moment you're starting to see things clearly. It's a time of clarity in your life. It's no longer hazy, where you don't know what's going on, where it's going, what's happening, and why things happened. I feel like now it's time where things are falling into places with all of this purple colors here. I see your crown chakra is opening up. Your spirituality is heightening at this point of your life. You're seeing what other people are not seeing. Perhaps even you developing your clairvoyance. Pile number 2. Also, water reminds me of frequency and vibration. So you're being very sensitive to the information you're getting. I feel here that your spirit guides are capable of connecting with you more now. You're being more spiritual. You're more attuned to the messages and the vibrations and the energies that you're feeling. And you're starting to see beyond what others are seeing. Pile number 2. A time of spiritual heightening. You have the loop, belonging, repetition, change, expectations. Okay. We'll see what this is about. You have Mercury in Leo with drama. You also have regeneration. Beautiful card to have in your spiritual journey. Okay, let's now take a look at your tarot cards and find out what this is all saying and what's going on. Okay. Whoa, starting off with the Wheel of Fortune. So times are changing for you, and that's why you have the regeneration. These two cards together are very strong. And I do see that there's a regeneration in all areas of your life, as we've noticed in your reading. You have the Chariot, the Five of Cups, Queen of Cups, Knight of Swords, the Tower, Seven of Cups, and wow, the Sun card ending your reading. Such a beautiful reading. Let's take it bit by bit here. There's so much that I see in your spiritual journey at the moment. All right, so we see with the Chariot here, this way and that way. I clearly see in your reading, pile number 2, a message of what happened to you in the past was not to eliminate the past, but rather to prepare you to deal better with these types of situations in your future, so that you are fully in control. Do you see how this person is smiling in this Tower card? To prepare you for these types of situations and to move along with it in ease, to charge with strength. I did notice that you've built a strong character from the beginning. So we see in your reading here that things will always come back. You will have people who communicate with drama. You will have some things repeated in your life and others not. But this time, you are prepared in all of the different areas of your life, most importantly spiritual. You're standing on a strong foundation with the regeneration here. You've become a strong, happy person. prepared in all areas. Now you know what to do when you face these types of situations. They become in the background, so insignificant. An example of what I'm seeing is, let's say someone who worked as a cookie maker would get their dough ruined every time they create it. As time goes by and they learn how to avoid the dough being dry, it's not a problem anymore. When the dough dries up, they know to add a little bit of water. Maybe, I'm not a cook. I'm not sure how it's done, to be honest. They add whatever it is they need so that the dough is soft and comes out perfect, beautiful, baked by an artisan. So yes, we do see, you should expect that life is not going to be drama free. It's not going to be perfect, but this time you have a strong foundation. You've learned how to take care of your relationships. You've learned how to take care of your finances. You've learned how to take care of your own well-being and emotional state. You're standing and you've regenerated, ascended into a stronger foundation where now, when these things continue to happen, they are in the background. They no longer take you back. They only move you forward. You know how to deal with them. When tower moments happen, unlike the past, you're now standing strong, smiling with confidence. Pile number 2. And what a state to be in. So we're seeing, other than that, do not be disappointed, pile number 2, when anything arises in your life. Know that this time you will be absolutely fine. The time has changed. You're prepared for whatever comes your way. You're no longer going to be sitting there as in the past. See, you have one card for this way and another card for that way. You're no longer going to be taking in events and crying over them or being disappointed over them. Now you're standing strong as the Queen of Cups emotionally, knowing how to handle the situation because you're prepared in so many areas, but most of all mentally. You charge with confidence, you move with power. And with that type of energy, you have the Sun card, where your life overall is beautiful, is shining, it's blessed. And it's kind of like, exactly what the Seven of Cups is depicting. Whenever you face a disappointing situation, you're now prepared where you go, oh, let me see from my past experiences and from the money that I've saved and from the foundation that I've established and the knowledge that I've learned and my mental and emotional stability, how I'm going to deal with the situation. It's like you clicking on your phone. I'm going to go ting, 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 and I know how to deal with the situation when a tower arises. So pile number 2, your spirit guides are telling you, don't always expect that it's going to be perfect, but you're well prepared. That does not mean that you're not going to be fortunate, because you have the Wheel of Fortune itself in your spiritual journey reading, confirming that you're going to be very fortunate, very happy. But also at the same time, with this way and that way, expect both. Expect the fortune and expect some drama to happen. But now you are ready and equipped even spiritually to deal with these type of situations in your life. Pile number 2. Pile number 2, great reading. Your reading really felt so magical. I feel like I'm dealing with such a highly evolved spiritual person. I feel like I'm dealing with someone who's been through a lot, wise, now on a stronger foundation than anyone. You know how there is a volcano that comes, everything moves, it drowns a whole village, but then it becomes hard rocks and it stands there strong. And that's how I see your life moving forward, pile number 2. My goodness gracious, have you put in the work? And as we can see, if I were to name your reading today, and what you're supposed to know right now is that you are the Bordeaux. At the moment you're at the Bordeaux, you've let the past go in the past. The ink has dried. You've learned so much. And now you're slowly stepping into a blessed, fortunate life in all areas. As you step into this life, you're supported by wealth, by great relationships, by enlightened information, a stronger character. You're now equipped to deal with anything. So yes, expect the good, great, and the amazing, the bad, the good, the ugly, everything. Expect everything. You will be fine and fortunate no matter what happens. Pile number 2. Pile number 2, that was your reading. It was such a pleasure and an honor doing this reading for you. Thank you for tuning in. If you've enjoyed this reading, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. Don't forget to click on your notification bell. And please don't forget to check out my productivity book, Pile number 2. This book can really help you out in your journey. It's small, straight to the point, and so you won't procrastinate or waste time reading it. But it has all the key advice and secrets to becoming a productive person right away, all while enjoying this process. And so if you're interested in that, by the way, there's also an audiobook now being released to the book. You'll find a link to this ebook down in the description box. In pile number 2, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for sharing your energy with me. And I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye. Hi, pile number 3. Welcome to your reading. Welcome to your shuffling and card picking process. Now, if you clicked here by mistake and you wanted to start your reading right away, please click on the timestamp that is right after this one. All right, so let's now begin your card preparation process. We will be dividing your reading into 3 areas where we have your current relationships, finances, and spiritual journey. These are the oracle cards that we will be using, and of course the tarot deck is the deck of your choice for this reading. Right, now let's start shuffling with intention. What does pile number 3 need to know right now in terms of their current relationships, their finances? I feel this came for finances. And spiritual journey, please. What do they need to know right now? Thank you. And this one for the spiritual journey. All right. Let's now move into the next deck. What does pile number 3 need to know right now in terms of their current relationships, their finances, and their spiritual journey? Thank you. There we go. Again. What does pile number 3 need to know in terms of their current relationships and their finances and their spiritual journey? What do they need to know right now, please? What does pile number I feel this one need to know right now in terms of their current relationships, their finances, and their spiritual journey? Lovely. Now let's get into your chosen tarot deck, and we will be taking 8 cards for each of the 3 piles. What does pile number 3 need to know right now, please, in terms of their current relationships? Ooh, thanks. How many are these? 4 in your relationships. Their finances and their spiritual journey, please. Thank you. Right. So here we need another 4. 1, 2, 3, and I feel this one. Oh, they're 5. So we have an extra card here. Right. Moving on to the next part, which is your finances. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and I feel this one, and 8. Lovely. So our 3 piles are now ready. Let's keep your main deck here in case we need any more clarification during your reading. And now let's put them together neatly. So that's the first part of your reading. This is all about your current relationships. Let's keep it here. That is the part of your reading about your current finances, what you need to know right now. If you hear any background noise, this is my dog. I always keep him next to me during the readings. Thank you so much for understanding. That last pile is for your current spiritual journey and what you need to know right now. All right. So the 3 parts of your reading are now ready. I wish you all the best of luck, pile number 3, in your life. May you have a wonderful, blessed life that is fulfilling in terms of your spiritual path, your life mission, your finances, your relationships, and your overall happiness. May you be blessed and manifest everything that you want. And let's get into your reading. Hi, pile number 3. Welcome to your reading. We're taking a look at what you need to know right now. And as you can see, we've divided your reading into 3 parts: your current relationships, finances, and your spiritual journey. Let's first take a look at your relationships, pile number 3. Overall, what's the energy and what you need to know right now? So you have... Wow, you have the 1. What a card to start with. All right. You have the spider web. Could this be the internet for some of you? Let's see. Destiny, mortality, patient, trapped or connected, right? Let's see. You have Jupiter in Aries with enterprise. I'm getting a strong hunch here about this reading. You know how there's palm reading and then they tell you your lifeline and at where what is going to happen? I feel like with enterprise and the 1, you might be meeting the 1 during this time of your life. If this is not resonating with you, perhaps this is not your reading, because this is what I'm seeing here. Pile number 3, it looks like you will be meeting the 1 during that time of your life. It's now written for it. Weird. That's not weird. It's not weird. No, it seems like you may meet this person starting off with the internet first. Maybe you will be connected to this person through some sort of work that you're doing online, but you're destined to meet this person now. That's the 1 you're going to spend your life with. It's such a lucky hit. That's so sweet. It's a lucky hit because it's Jupiter. With Aries, something is about to begin passionately. You have treasured or treasure island. You know how an island is remote, but then you go to this island and you find the treasure? I kind of feel that at the moment you're not physically in the same place. And that's why you'll be connected to this person online. You're meeting someone online that you will create an enterprise or a partnership with, a love partnership with. Pile number 3. Ooh, what an interesting reading, right? Let's find out more together about your reading. Pile number 3. You have the 10 of Wands, the Death card, the 8 of Cups. Wow. You're moving away at the moment from a toxic environment. There's moving away from things that we see different energy here. Some of you could be moving away from a toxic connection, a relationship. Some of you could be moving away from a toxic environment in general. You're leaving all of this behind. With all of this volcanoes, things were taking a toll on you. Pile number 3. You felt at some point that you were dying, you know, and you're saving yourself by moving away. Let's find out more. Oh, this wants to come out. Okay, let's see. You have the Ace of Swords. You'll save yourself by creating a new beginning, by having different thoughts about your current situation. You have clarity of thought. Maybe now you're thinking, you're at the phase where you're thinking, this is taking a toll on me, this is not right, and really the right thing to do is to leave, even though I may feel alone. So that's the beginning of your current story here. You have the Queen of Wands. Alone, pile number 3. You are strong, confident, and vibrant. You're allowing energy to flow and for the right energy to come to you. And speaking about right time, because now is the time where you're meeting someone special. Taking yourself out of this energy is starting something clear for you now. Okay, so a lot of you could already be in a relationship that's very heavy on your heart now. You have, yes, you feel entrapped. You have the Devil card. The Devil card always speaks about the idea of an illusion, thinking that we are stuck when really we aren't. Can you see the lock, pile number 3, in this card? It's opened. And so this beautiful mermaid can escape, but it's not, because maybe it's looking at some diamonds and things that she wants, sparkly things. This could mean that maybe this mermaid is looking at something that is valuable to her. Maybe this could be not wanting to be alone, or not knowing that there is wealth or something valuable somewhere else. And speaking of something valuable, you're leaving breadcrumbs over real treasure, my dear pile number 3. And so this whole idea of maybe you won't find the one is all an illusion, because your energy in your reading is showing otherwise. You are meeting the one. In fact, you are the only pile that turned into specifically discussing a love reading. Wow, you have the 10 of Cups. So you're leaving an illusion to ultimate happiness. The 10s are an excess of an energy. So you're leaving something that you think is keeping you safe and okay, when it's really keeping you entrapped with the breadcrumbs here and there. You become a stronger, more vibrant person, and you meet excess energy, the opposite, where you're very happy, and that's why it's a treasure, and that's why this person is the one. It seems like this person is going to be marvelous. And since this is your reading, I will be putting in more effort here to find out more information about how this person is going to be like for you, pile number 3. You have the 7 of Wands. You know, with this 7 of Wands, I feel something completely different than the card. It's like this person wasn't in your aura, and all of a sudden the light is on, and ooh, you can see this person. They appear in your life. The switch or the light bulb is on, and now you can see them. That's the current phase of your life. This is happening in these days of your life. Pile number 3, Page of Cups, clearly shows that once this person appears into your life, they will really be, this person looks astounded. They'll be astounded, equally astounded to find you. And you will see that this person will clearly make an offer to you, feeling like you are a confident, vibrant, beautiful, strong person, shining. And this is exactly what they want. So pile number 2, it looks like in terms of your current relationships, there's a new beginning. But the beginning is not starting with this person appearing in your life. As the Ace of Swords suggests, the beginning starts with your mind, where you no longer are taking breadcrumbs, toxicity, and enduring something so heavy that is not working for you. I see you clearly deciding to walk away, take what you deserve with the Queen of Wands, and by leaving breadcrumbs, you take a wonderful treasure. You allow this timing to begin, because it's about to begin now. Once you allow for this energy to begin, the light bulb is on and you can see them. And it seems right away that this person is going to be offering their love to you straight away. They're going to show their admiration towards you. Let's find out more about this person. Pile number 3. Green Aventurine, speaking now that we've touched it. This is a great hit of luck. The Green Aventurine is like a good luck charm. So let's see. Pile number 3. Let's ask, how is this person going to be like? And can we get more information about this, please? If we're lucky, I'll take a card, because that's what I was thinking as I was shuffling this. How you're going to meet them online, what's going on here. And then I will pick up cards and see how are they going to be like. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay. So how is this going to happen? This online thing. Page of Swords. Page of Swords is about bold communication, communication that's full of enthusiasm, but also connected through the mind. Right? So you have a cerebral conversation with this person. That's what we can see here. With enterprise, this could, like I said, start off because of work. So you may be introduced to the one here through work online. Whoa, Queen of Swords. This conversation will be honest, full of integrity, and very cerebral, where both of you will first touch upon the idea that you are two honest people that have a lot of integrity, but are also very intelligent people, connecting through the mind. You will be much wiser than this person, but not that this person isn't smart, wise, and full of integrity, but I see that this person will be marveled at your mental abilities. You are coming as the queen, as two queens, whether you are male or identify as male or female. this is really just energy. We see that this person will see you as someone who is very poised, smart, confident, and has a lot of integrity. You will seem even more mature than this person, and they will love that about you. They will be very intrigued when meeting you. This fell. This person is always being represented in your reading here as the page. Let me get that. So you have the Page of Cups and Page of Swords. They will be very intrigued by you. Perhaps they will feel that you are out of their league, but you're really not, because you, for each other, you are the one. It's just that they will feel you're much grander and more than they would ever hope for. Pile number 3. Such beautiful energy. Let's now find out more about this person. So we have, pile number 3, 7 of Cups, is what you hoped for and dreamed for. Isn't this wonderful? This is totally opposite to this devil energy here. You have Temperance. It seems like this person is quite a balanced person, quite stable. Wonderful. Oh, these are 5 cards. Let's create some space. Whoa. Ace of Wands. I would say that this person would be super attracted to you. And you know, the Ace of Wands in Thoth, it's presented as phallic energy. And so I do see that this person will be highly attracted to you. So there's a lot of sexual energy here. This is a person who has all eyes on you, very attracted to you. Yeah, a lot of sexual energy as well. Wow. I mean, wow. With this Lover's card, I feel like you both are a reflection of each other. This is speaking about a soulmate in this case. That's why you have the 1. So there's a lot of deep love. It's like you're the same soul or come from the same soul family. You will really see a lot of each other, a lot of yourselves in each other. Pile number 3. It's like understanding each other at an integral level, finishing each other's sentences, that type of energy. Feeling like you've each found exactly what you were looking for. You know, the quote, mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the prettiest of them all? It's like you both found exactly the best thing that you've been looking for. And no wonder you've had the 1 from the beginning. What an interesting reading, pile number 3. I'm wishing you all the best of luck here. And you have, whoa, the Ace of Cup always reminds me of the Holy Grail. So in terms of relationships, pile number 3, this is the Holy Grail of what you would want in a relationship. The time is now. TikTok, pile number 3, you're meeting this person online. Wishing you all the best in this beautiful connection. May you have a wonderful life with this person. Beautiful love. And let's clear this out. Keep it with you energetically forever. And let's step into your next part of the reading, which is your current finances. All right, pile number 3, let's now take a look at your current finances. Right, so you have, the Crone. What an amazing card to have. Okay. I feel with the Crone, because it's such a spiritual animal, I feel like you are currently blessed in this area. You have the Spark, passion, creativity, joy, rekindle your inner fire. Looking good. Pile number 3. You have Wow, Sun and Gemini with versatility. Okay. Ooh, are you taking a reroute from something that you're doing and you're turning into your spiritual gifts, your spiritual journey? Perhaps you have a great idea that you want to do. Maybe you're leaving a job behind in order to do your own thing. There's a reroute here. And we have the 6th-rate star, which is the balance between the masculine energy and the feminine energy, showing that with the feminine energy is all about spirituality, your spiritual journey, and the masculine energy of taking action. So together, an idea and action is coming together during a time where you have to be flexible, perhaps doing 2 things at the same time, working in the morning and maybe pursuing your interests at night. That could be one way. Maybe you have doing 2 things at the same time. The hands here are acting as legs so that you can move in another direction. So you're doing 2 things at the same time in order to embark on a new spiritual journey, a passion, a creative project. Pile number 3. You have the card Deep Knowing, which clearly shows that this must be part of your spiritual journey, and that's why you have the crone. With the Deep Knowing, this means that there's an inner knowing to you on how to go about this idea, a new project. You understand how to do it. It's like you have the skills for it. You're naturally talented to do what you want to do here. You're naturally talented. Pile number 3. Let's find out more together. You have the owl standing in this beautiful moon face, showing that there's unconscious knowing, great skills, great wisdom, a lot of information. You know how someone could have a lot of common sense in an area, more than a lot of the people who are starting off with them. An example of that is someone who understands, for example, computer at an integral level, where a whole class can be learning about computer and then that, or computer programming, for example, and then that specific person just gets it, knows how to do and create things because they're interested in it, as well as they just understand it. Very smart in this area. You know, these types of people that we meet. Or in art class, when we're all learning a type of shading or a type of drawing style, and then you have that one person in class who's just naturally talented at drawing, and they create beautiful art pieces. Speaking, you have some people who are just naturally able to speak out their ideas and present with great talent without even learning or taking classes about how to present and speak to a large audience. And I can go on and on. What I'm saying here is that you're starting something, pile number 3, that you have a deep knowing for. You're naturally talented to do. And the reason you are so talented is because this is part of your spiritual journey. This is what you're meant to do. Pile number 3. So that's what's currently going on here in terms of your finances. Again, you're the only pile in the finances department that is getting a lot into so much detail about what you're doing rather than the money itself. So currently, you're embarking on this great idea. The reason it's in your finances, could it be the reason that your finances situation will improve? Who knows? Maybe it will pause for a while because you're putting things together. I don't know. Let's take a look at your cards and see what is going on. Pile number 3. Whoa, you have the 8 of Wands. Okay. Great velocity here. Do you see how it's moving with force? So whatever you're working on, whatever this idea is, it's going to work fast for you. You're not going to suffer and wait for it to grow. It's just going to go very fast and quickly for you. That's great to know. You have the 5 of Cups. I feel with this specific 5 of Cups, pile number 3, whenever I see it, I feel like you truly care about something with the 5 of Cups that may not be properly taken care of. So this idea is with regards to a cause that you deeply care about. With the 5 of Cups, it seems that maybe not many people are doing it with the proper care that you see should be done with. And you have your heart in it. That's why it's part of your spiritual journey. And you want to come and do it properly. And maybe that's why it's going to explode for you. It's going to go very quickly. You have the Hierophant. The Hierophant always reminds me of a spiritual leader. Definitely part of your spiritual journey, as we can see. But will you be some sort of spiritual leader? I don't know. Pile number 3. Maybe for some of you, this could be the case. For some of you, this has to do with education. Maybe you are educating people on something, creating awareness on something. Or, yeah, it could be literally about education. Let's see. You have the 5 of Swords. Interesting, 5 of Swords. Right. It was all fun and games until something happened. So it was all fun and games until something happened. We'll see now what this is about. You have the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Cups. With Knight, I feel like you have this 2 knights after each other. I feel like you have this knight's energy. There's chivalry. You will be considered as someone who's very decent, who genuinely cares about a great cause. 10 of Swords. And, and the World. Look, pile number 3. Your idea is coming at a time where there's a shift in the world. Your idea is coming at a very critical time where everything was working well and then something happens. And everyone feels scared, maybe tied down in one way or the other. And that's why you have the Crone. You have a very important role. you will have information on how to tread into a difficult situation in the world. People will really need you at this time. There's a shock here happening. There's a certain scare and a shock. What is that? Let me get out some cards, pile number 3. What is this event, please? Oh, wow. Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles. You're maybe saving other people money during times of difficulty. Maybe something is happening. It's light. It's not something catastrophic at all. Something in the world is happening with money, and people are worried, and maybe you're helping them either with finances, you're keeping their spirit up, but you're going to be seen like a hero who saves the day. You're going to do it with great care, pile number 3. Wow. Maybe you're going to help raise their spirits so that they're able to go through it. Look, all in all, pile number 3, even if there is something in the world, it's a little scary. You know how something in the beginning just seems shocking, but then you realize it wasn't that bad after all? It's not that horrible, but people's spirits may be down, and I feel like you're helping people feel their best during a time like that. What reading, pile number 3? Are you aware of that? Are you aware of that? This could also mean another thing. Maybe people are hurt in terms of their health around the world. And again, you're here trying to help them feel happy, healthy, and their best. That's another direction. All in all, what I will tell you, whatever it is that's going around the world, first of all, is not so bad. Number 2, it could be many things, but now is your time. And this idea will start now, but will save others during a time like that. And you will be considered chivalry, pile number 3. You will really save people with your education during a time like that, and people will thank you for this wisdom, pile number 3. Now that this is in your finances, current finances, mind you, reading, I want to get more information. How is this affecting your finances? We kind of understand what's going on here. How is this affecting your finances, pile number 3? How is this affecting pile number 3's finances? 1, 2, and 3. Ace of Swords, 4 of Pentacles, 8 of Swords. Okay, so pile number 3, what I'm seeing now is with the 8 of Swords. Currently, since this is a reading about currently, you're going through a phase where you're doing two things. So 8 of Swords, by the way, is thinking that one is stuck when one really isn't. So currently, things may not be at their best because you're going through a tricky time of doing two things, your passion and maybe working in your current job. But with the 4 of Pentacles, I see that this will be a great opportunity. It's like a bottleneck where you're saving and you're lucky to be going by, where you are capable of surviving the way you usually do. But at the same time, you also have left over to help you in this new endeavor that will prove to be super successful. And so with that, in theory, it's a new beginning for finances, in theory. But since this is a reading about your current situation, you will be getting by. You will be doing great, but you will be building a foundation. The 4s are foundations. You will be building a foundation that in theory is supposed to bring you a lot of wealth in the future. Pile number 4. So currently, finances are coming together where you're balancing your way through this phase, and as your idea will come with a time where you're needed. That's why you have the 8 of Wands. Things will start booming for you. And so, like we said, you're not going to suffer a lot waiting for something to grow slowly. It's going to grow quickly. And so, this is the bottleneck where you're going to be going by just fine. You're not stuck, pile number 3. In fact, you're building a great foundation that will, in the future, bring a lot of rainfall on you, a lot of wealth to you. So, with the Ace of Swords, we can already see that in the future, we understand that there's a new beginning. Pile number 3. Let's now take a look at your spiritual journey. Wonderful reading here about what you're building here. And I wish you all the best of luck from my heart. Thank you for being such a person who cares, who truly cares. And I'm sure this care is going to bring a great foundation to something. You know how they crown royals with a sword? That is going to take you to places later on. Pile number 3. Let's take a look at your current spiritual journey. All right, let's now take a look at your cards. Pile number 3. So you have the Forest. You are entering a new path that you don't know much about. And I recall as I was doing your current finances, you know, there was a lot of blur. We can see that you're about to achieve something amazing, but we did not get details to just how much amazing it's gonna be. So you're entering a new spiritual world, a new exciting adventure that you don't know much about, but it's going to be wonderful. You are in a great relationship, embarking on your new spiritual journey that is just going to start booming, and you're really going to be helping people. And so we can already see you're entering a new adventure, and I see your cards are very reserved. There isn't much being revealed now as to where this is going and how it's going to be. I have a hunch, a strong, honest hunch that is going to be so amazing that you cannot even begin to imagine. Pile number 3. Honestly, that's a huge hunch that I feel at the depth of my soul. You have, the Fan here with enthusiasm, devotion. Is it time to choose a side? Like I said, you're doing two things at the same time now. Pile number 3. And soon, maybe you will be able to choose that spiritual journey as your main path. You also have Venus in Pisces with submission. Again, we're seeing that you're now submitting towards your spiritual path, your North Node at 12 here, the 12th house. Unfinished symphony. With the unfinished symphony, I feel like, you know how symphonies, they, like Beethoven, they stand the test of time. We, generation after generation, learns about them, appreciates them, and is mind blown by how it affects them to the core. A record in history. So with the unfinished symphony, we see that people before you came and they've prepared you for that important step that you are going to take to finish something, to put something in place and properly. Who knows, maybe you have been the same person who's been working on this in many lifetimes, and now you're here to totally finish it off. Pile number 3. You have the Justice card. You're now coming to bring something in place. And you're doing it now because this is your current reading. You are with this brain that I see here, where the balance stands. I feel like, remember when you had the inner knowing? I feel like you're quite knowledgeable, or you will just have this common sense in how to bring a certain area into balance. 3 of Cups. With the 3 of Cups, in your current spiritual journey, you are about to meet people who are walking along this path, trying to do the same thing, where you swap information, the T here, swap information, guide each other with what you know and the pieces that you put together, so that together you can help each other in this area. Overall, though, I do feel like you are the person who will be finishing this symphony and bringing it to balance. Or maybe there's a group of you. I really have this hunch that it's you with the number 1 here. Not that we can disregard at all the great efforts that others are putting into this area, at all. I'm just reading intuitively and telling you what I'm seeing. You cannot do it alone, but at the same time, I feel like you will be finishing, you have an important, unique role where you're finishing it properly. Pile number 3. Whoa, you have the Emperor. You have a very important, unique role in this journey, pile number 3. And now that you're submitting to it, you're putting a lot of brain power into it. Wow, the Emperor and the Star. Unbelievable. So yes, like I said, you, even though you will be working with a group of people and it's a group of work, you must be doing something really important here, especially as we saw from the second reading, number 2. You're part of something, but you have a very unique, important role in it. What are you doing, pile number 3? The 6 of Pentacles. I have a strong feeling that you're doing something with finances. For some of you, you know, these remind me of messages with money. Could these be bitcoins or electronic money, or doing something electronically? That's very specific. It could be specific to some of you, but of course not necessarily. Let's see the rest of your cards. You have the Knight of Swords. Oh, Okay. The moon. You're bringing truth out. Something is hidden and you're bringing out information and fighting some sort of corruption. And you have the Knight of Swords, ending some sort of trouble for people. You have a big role, pile number 3, in the world. Quite a big role. Wow. And that's why with the forest, not much information is given to us at the moment. But you have a big role in assisting people. And that's why you are considered chivalry. You're bringing something into balance, into fairness. With the unfinished symphony, if people think it's over, it's not over. You are here helping out along with other people who are well equipped with this type of information. And with the star, this is your north node, this is your spiritual journey, and you're going to gain a lot of fame in this mission that you're taking. For some of you, this has to do with finances, especially with the second reading when we saw the Page of Cups. But again, this is a general reading. It's not specific to finances. I'm seeing with the Six of Pentacles, again, the idea of bringing balance to people who are worried by bringing out the truth and fighting it. Pile number 3. Ending some bizarre situation and worry. Look, pile number 3. This situation is just creating noise. It's not actually going to have an actual effect on people. Remember when I said it was a scare in your second part? Here, the mermaid is creating some noises and scratching that's not making the scientist sleep all night. So the scientist isn't actually harmed, but it's just overly stressed. Might take action because of the worries and the scare and this scare that she's getting, but she's not actually harmed. So this is a situation where it's not so serious, but may scare people, and you're helping bring things into balance, bringing out information that is not true, showing that there could be lies maybe involved to make people move one way or the other. That could be one thing. Overall, it's an adventure, and you're helping people psychologically, maybe even financially, who knows, bringing things back into balance with a group of people, but you have a huge role in it, pile number 3. Pile number 3, this was really a mind-blowing reading. I don't know what to tell you. It's too specific. I don't know if this is going to resonate, but I believe in the cards that I see. They come for a reason. And so I want to thank you and wish you all the best of luck in your efforts and in what you're doing. May you be blessed. Thank you for this marvelous chivalry mission. And I know that you're going to reach heights, great heights, because of what you're doing. And I wish you all the best of luck. May you always be blessed, pile number 3. So pile number 3, that was your reading. I hope you've enjoyed it. And if you have, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. Don't forget to click on your notification bell. And please don't forget to check out my productivity book. This book can really help you in your journey, pile number 3. It's small, straight to the point, and so you won't procrastinate on reading it. But it has all the key advice and secrets to becoming a productive person right away, all while enjoying the process. And so if you're interested in that, you'll find a link to this ebook down in the description box. And pile number 3, it was such a pleasure, an honor. I'm awestruck by your reading, and I'm wishing you all the best of luck in your journey. And may you, as a result, have great abundance, manifestations, and a great, fulfilling, spiritual, and physically happy life. And I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye. Hi, pile number 4. Welcome to the shuffling and the card picking process. If you've clicked here by mistake, meaning to start your reading right away, please click on the timestamp that's right after this one. And if you hear any background noise, this is my dog. I always keep him with me. Thank you for your understanding, and let's begin your shuffling process. We will be dividing your reading, as we've done with the others, into 3 parts, where the first part, we're going to be taking a look at what you need to know right now in terms of the current relationships in your life, or your current situation with your relationships. And then the second part will be about your current finances, and the third will be about your current spiritual journey. I feel this card. I'm going to take it out. So 1, 2, and 3. There we go. Now let's take a look at the rest of your cards. These will be the oracle cards that we will be using in this reading. And then this will be, of course, the tarot card that tarot deck that we will be using in your reading, since this is the one that you've picked. All right. I feel like this one's ready. What do you need to know right now in terms of your current relationships, finances, both of them with your spiritual journey? Okay. Moving on to the next. May we kindly get more information, please, on pile number 4's current relationship, finances, and spiritual journey. Information on what they need to know right now in these areas, please. 1. I feel that this goes here, this one here, and this one there. Okay. Let's shuffle with intention. I feel this one, and this one, and thank you, this one. Right, let's get into your tarot deck now. And we will be taking 8 cards for each of the 3 piles. So, what does pile number 4 need to know right now, please? What does pile number 4 need to know right now? One, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 6, 7, and 8 and 9. Wow, okay. Right, so 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, 7, and 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. All right, we'll keep your deck here right next to us in case we need any more clarification during your reading. Let's keep this right there, your red Jasper. And now it's time for us to put the 3 piles neatly together. Right, so this has to do with your current relationships, pile number 4. There we go. That's pile number 1. This has to do with your current finances. There we go. And this has to do with your spiritual journey. go. Wonderful. So now, pile number 4, we are ready to begin your reading. I wish you all the best of luck in your life. May you live an abundant, happy, healthy life full of wonderful relationships and all your dreams come true. Let's begin your reading. Hi, pile number 4. Welcome to your reading. We're taking a look at what you need to know right now. As you can see, in terms of your current relationships in this pile, and your current finances in this one, and your spiritual journey, your current spiritual journey in that one. Let's start with your current relationships, pile number 4. All right, starting off with your oracle cards, you have the Creator. Interesting. This card, this is not the first time that this card appeared in a connection relationship pile. If you've watched another reading, and I'm not going to say which one it is, talking about a certain connection, and now you're seeing it in your relationships and your connections this week, then you know that these both readings are a confirmation for you. All right, moving on from that point, you have the Creator. You also have Happy. Wow, what a beautiful card to have for your relationships pile number 4. Look, it's looking wonderful with a lot of colors and energy. With the creativity, I feel like you're having a lot of fun with the people around you. So it's a great time to have with the people around you, surrounding you, or maybe with new connections. Great time of your life in terms of connections. You'll be enjoying that, pile number 4. You have the Splat. Collision, viscous, irregular, expect the unexpected. I love that. Expect the unexpected. I feel with the Splat, again, the idea of art, right? So it's so sporadic how you're meeting people these days and the connections you're having and the amount of fun that you're going to have. You have Mercury in Virgo with caution. Mercury, of course, is a planet of communication. Coming in Virgo with caution, we have both creativity and caution. What an interesting pile. Let's find out together. Pile number 4. Always an intriguing pile. Let's see. You have the 5 of Wands. Judgment. The 8 of Pentacles. The Stars. The 7 of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles. The Chariot. The 5 of Pentacles. And, whoa, ending your reading with the Wheel of Fortune. So straight away, I see why you have both energies. We can see that throughout your reading. We have a part of your life that's going great, and with caution here, I feel like you're ending a dispute with some people in your life. This dispute could mean that you're leaving them altogether, rising above the situation by leaving, or that the dispute will elevate and that you are having you're finally getting along. So you're treading with caution. Okay, now I see it with the happy in conjunction to that. I see it's the latter, where you were very cautious with a certain group of people. Maybe they are colleagues that you work with. They could be family members or some friends that you've had, where it wasn't really flowing smoothly. There was some sort of tension between you. I see this tension rising, and I see an invitation back to happiness, sporadic communication. So the area of relationships in your life is alleviating, especially with the stars and the Seven of Pentacles and the Eight of Pentacles. I feel like the work that you've put in with the people around you is bringing things back into place. Your disputes are now dissipating, and you're all rising to a better level. With the star, you're all having fun together. The Seven of Pentacles, you're rebuilding your connection bit by bit. Overall, it's a very happy time for you, pile number 4, in terms of your connections. It's going beautifully with the Chariot and the Knight of Pentacles. You're like we can see, you're replanting seeds in these connections. You've worked hard, and now you're about to reap the fruits of this hard work. Your connections are going full throttle is what I want to say. You're meeting up with the people that are important to you back again. You're having fun with them. You're talking to them. Connections that were on halt are now moving forward. You're no longer feeling left out in the cold, and you feel like the wheels of life are changing. Where it was in the low, now you're going up in the stars to the highs. And life is all about cycles, you know. Now it's time for you to rise, as the Judgment card suggests, turning the wheel of fate the other way around, where you rise up and you reconnect with your loved ones with a better connection. Perhaps things that were unfair are now brought up on the table, and things are being discussed in a fair way. Maybe things that were left in dry land, you're now rebuilding the seeds and planting the water and watering the plants, seeing the results of the efforts that you've done in these types of connections. And you're no longer feeling like you're standing alone with the Five of Pentacles. Pile number 4, things are now moving. The reason I'm saying that is because the Five of Pentacles is surrounded by the Chariot and the Wheel of Fortune. So and the stars on top. So you're no longer feeling alone. You're moving out of this energy with the wheels all over your reading. You're treading through this time cautiously, mind you, but you're moving out of it. So currently you might be feeling a little bit alone, and you're coming out of this time feeling surrounded by everyone that you love, feeling on top of the world again in terms of your connections, and feeling like the work that you've put in during these past couple of months or weeks, maybe, who knows, are now sprouting and bringing results. Pile number 4. So with expect the unexpected, expect events to unfold, expect to hear things that hear a lot of news that you didn't know about. Expect that the people you weren't talking to talk back again, and the other way around. So it's just a time that may not time that is fully unexpected, but overall is bringing great results in your life, making you very happy. Pile number 4. Love your connection reading during that time. So what you need to know right now is to continue working, continue doing what you're doing, but know that all of this will alleviate, and that in your relationships, in this department of your life, is going to be splendid at this time of your life. All right, so now pile number 4, that we've had a good, interesting look at your connections. Let me clear this out and take a look at what to expect in your finances. All right, let's now take a look at your cards. So for your current finances and what you need to know right now, pile number 4, you have the Cave. You're sensing something. Also with the cave, you're at the end of a long tunnel. There's a light at the end of the tunnel here. You have the knot. Entangled relationships, hold on loosely, but don't let go. Interesting. Okay. So we currently see that you're going through some you're unentangling a situation with your finances. You're making it happen. There's a light at the end of the tunnel and that you can see. So you can already see that things are going to get better. You're right at the end of this journey financially. You're untangling a certain knot. You have Venus in Cancer with birth. We clearly see a new situation financially. This all means that you've been through a long phase where finances were tight. You were trying to make ends meet. You were trying to make it work for a long time. It was dark. And now you're starting to see a light at the end of the tunnel. In fact, with the pulsation here, I kind of feel like you're starting to feel it. You're starting to touch that light. It's starting to get better. And there is a rebirth for you in terms of your finances. Pile number 4. Ooh, you have exchanging gifts. So soon you will be doing something, providing maybe a service or offering yourself to a job or consulting, offering your consultation and getting great returns for it. Pile number 4. Maybe even you may even be working on a business that will give you back. Something of that sort. Let's see your tarot cards. So you have, with 27, I feel like things are starting to open up its doors for you in July. This is, of course, a timeless reading. But if you're watching this as I've released this, in July, something might start to happen. You have the Sun card in your current finances reading. Wow. You have the Queen of Swords. You're making great financial plans here. You're signing contracts. You're being wise with your spending. Overall, with the Sun card and the Birth card, there's a new prosperous beginning for you in terms of your finances. You have, wow, the Magician. I feel with these cards, especially at the light at the end of the tunnel, that all of a sudden, bam, there's a huge amount of finances magically coming into your life. And I say this magically loosely, as the card says, because you are working on something. But money will be flowing into your life with great numbers. And I see you here sitting down, creating financial plans, thinking about how you're going to manage all this incoming money, what you're going to pay off, what you're going to do, how you're going to invest it. There's a lot of talk and planning about the finances that are all of a sudden pouring in after some time where you had to tie things down carefully so that they work. King of Swords again. Wow. You're now suddenly speaking of big deals, discussing huge amounts that you haven't discussed previously in your past. You're making big offers. You're making big pitches. You are maybe you're even putting in great financial or marketing investments. Maybe you're even now creating a bigger company, an LLC. Maybe you're hiring people. Your conversation about money and about business, the language, the lingo used is going to completely change and differ in this time of your life, pile number 4. And with the magician, yes, of course, the magician speaks about you being skilled. That's for sure. But also, I feel like this is suddenly magically happening in your life, you know, almost like moving into a new reality, waking up into a new reality, and suddenly becoming a business person with large investments, discussing big money, shift in reality here. And that's why you have the birth, a new world for you, pile number 4. Wow. You have the 4 of Pentacles. I almost feel like this 4 of Pentacles is gonna faint. Like, whoa, I can't believe I have all of these new things to deal with, all of these new issues to deal with, all of these new challenges to deal with. And with the 4 of Pentacles, you're like, part of you is reserved and worried, and the other part of you cannot believe that you have these things to deal with. It's almost like waking up in a dream, like Alice in Wonderland, you know? You have the 4 of Wands. You're celebrating this new chapter in your life in terms of your finances. The Ace of Pentacles, again, a new beginning in your financial life. Holding new types of money, new types of deals. Oh my. Don't know why I was like, was this person wearing a mask? And then I'm like, no, that's their scarf. Okay. You have the Knight of Swords. Do you see with this specific Knight of Swords, this person is scratching and writing back and scratching and writing back. I feel like the more things change drastically for you, the more you're scratching off your plans and creating new ones. And they happen at great speeds, pile number 4, where, oh, now let's say I'm getting $1,000. Wow. For example, I'm going to put 200 here, and then I'm going to pay off this for 300, and then another 500 there, yada, yada, yada. And then you're not getting 1,000. You got 10,000, and you're like, whoa, did I just get $10,000? Oh my God. Okay, let's scratch the old plan. Let's now think of what we're going to do. Let's reallocate this 2,000 here and the 3,000 here, and I'm going to pay off that, and I'm going to invest in this, and I'm going to put in regrowth here, yada. I'm gonna maybe hire someone to help me with this, and so on. And then magically you get more than you expected. Now you have to scratch off your plans and go, oh my goodness gracious, now this is getting way bigger out of my hands. Let's scratch these dreams and start all over. So your life is full of surprises at the moment in terms of finances, where there's a lot of replanning because things are moving at a drastic rate that you're not expecting. And all I can see you doing is being shocked, replanning, making great business deals, scratching off your personal plans and your business plans and going, okay, well, now I'm going to do this. Oh, I might as well wait on that now and do this and do that, you know? Such a magical time of your life in terms of finances. Pile number 4, you can see celebrating great wealth and celebrating a new chapter of your life in terms of finances. All after a long time of not seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. What great shift is that, my dear pile number 4. May you always be blessed and enjoy all of the abundance that you have, pile number 4. From my heart to yours, it looks like this is the sun time of your life. You will feel blessed with the financial inpour coming into your life, and I hope you achieve all of your dreams, my dear pile number 4. So now I'm going to clear this part, and let's take a look at what you need to know right now in terms of your current spiritual journey. All right, pile number 4. Let's take a look at your cards and see what you need to know right now in terms of your spiritual journey. Interesting. So you have the mask. With the mask and the moon, I feel like this is some information is hidden from you now that you will find out later that pertains to your spiritual journey. You have the moon, chaos, illusion, intuition, create and wait for clarity. So with wait for clarity, we can clearly see that there is expect to know a lot about your spiritual journey that you may not see now, but expect that there will be a lot revealed to you in the coming years. Pile number 4. So you're starting something great, but not now. You have Mercury in Aquarius with originality. With originality, you have a role that is quite dormant. And the reason this role is dormant and did not appear is because your skills in some area and your big role in the world, or one of your big roles in the world, will be revealed in the future for you to, where you'll orchestrate something or you'll be creating something. Motor skills. Maybe you have great motor skills that will help you to do something. You could be an artist. You could be a great chef or nutritionist. You could be... And it doesn't necessarily need to be motor skills. It could just be some sort of intelligence. One type of intelligence that you have that not many others have as good as you do it. And you will be using that for some important spiritual journey when the time comes. We don't have a lot of information about what will happen in the future, why we need you to do that, or what exactly you will be doing. But it pertains to some skills that you have, some sort of intelligence. Maybe we're not supposed to know what is happening in the future. But your time with that type of spiritual path is not revealed now. But what you need to know right now is that you will be doing some great role in the future. Pile number 4. We have breathe. I'm inclined to think it has to do with health, but not necessarily. Health, energy, I don't know. But I do see these two looking in the same direction. A lot of faces in this reading. Let's see. With illusion and chaos, maybe you're revealing some lies. The mask is also revelation of something. Building blocks. Again, building blocks is reminding me of cells. Healthier body, maybe. Healthier people. Yeah, health. Maybe one health of human beings, one way or the other. Pile number 4. Let's see your tarot cards. So you have the 5 of Cups. Do you feel like this person is kind of coughing and feeling a little ill with this 5 of Cups, not knowing exactly what to do? That's why I keep seeing health. You have the moon again. This is certainly a reading that's not meant to uncover about the future, but it's meant to let you know. That's why they were looking this way. We're seeing people looking towards the future and the picture ends. We don't know what's in the future. But we do know that you have a great role in something. And you're currently being prepared for it, is what you need to know right now, pile number 4. You're currently being prepared for it. You have temperance, and again with temperance I feel balance in terms of health because of all the food that is on the table with this specific temperance card. Again, food with the devil, temptation. Perhaps you're helping others curb their temptations in all areas of their human body, mentally, physically, emotionally. You're helping people feel better. You have the 3 of Wands, and even in this 3 of Wands, you do see someone sitting down, relaxing, taking care of themselves. So I see that you have a role in that, one way or the other, pile number 4. The Ace of Cups, and I kind of feel like with the Holy Grail, I feel like it's medicine, the Holy Grail of taking care of yourself. Pile number 4. Are you a doctor? I don't know. Let's continue. You have the Queen of Cups. Again, Queen of Cups has a lot to do with healing. And I see you taking care of people with love. And you have the 6 of Cups. The 6 of Cups could also be children. Taking care of everyone. Yeah, it's clear to me. I mean, I'm going to read the cards that I'm seeing. I trust that the cards that I get are meant to reach the messages for you. So what I'm seeing, pile number 4, is that you will have a mission later on. Maybe this is kind of weird to you now, that with all this blackness and the mask, you may not know how this is going to fit in the future. But you're meant to know right now that you have a great skill, one way or the other, that will help people in the future who are not feeling well. You're doing it with your heart, and you somehow have a great effect in helping people's well-being in terms of maybe how they eat, how they heal mentally, physically, and emotionally maybe. And you have some sort of integral role with children as well, not just grown-ups. It's part of your plan, my dear pile number 4. It's a small part of the plan, but it's there. You're doing something in that area as well. With originality, I see, pile number 4, that you will be communicating something original, something unique, whereas you may not reinvent the wheel, as they say, but you're presenting it maybe in an original way that will make it practical for people to apply and genuinely be able to help themselves and take care of their well-being. Pile number 4. You're helping them clearly identify. Oh, can you see that? No. You're helping them clearly identify the dangers. You're helping them with exactly what to do, presenting the Holy Grail of healing, a method of healing in a very original way that, like I said, would be very applicable. It's like you are, it's going to give hope to those who feel hopeless, to those who just don't know what to do. I feel like your original idea and the way you're presenting it will finally open up to the doors to those who just didn't know what to do, alleviating the moon or the darkness, bringing in the light, making people understand where they're going wrong, what are the dangers, how to do it exactly, how to integrate it easily in their lives, and so on. And I'm quite sure that for a lot of you, not all of you, but for a lot of you, this information is at the moment not clear for you. You're not meant to know all of it, but what you're meant to know right now is that you're being prepared for that. So if you have an idea what it is, you're meant to know right now, or what this could be about. You have an idea right now, a message of start building the blocks, start taking steps step by step to finish what you need to finish, or to do what you need to do in order to fully embark in this journey where you yourself can clearly see what's going on. So pile number 4, that was your reading. I wish you all the best of luck. May you have a wonderful, blessed life. Pile number 4, I wish you a life of happiness. That was your reading, and if you've enjoyed it, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. Don't forget to click on your notification bell. And pile number 4, please don't forget to check out my productivity book. This book could really help you out in your journey. It's small, straight to the point, and so you won't procrastinate on reading it. But it has all the key advice and secrets to becoming a productive person right away, all while enjoying the process. And so if you're interested in that, you'll find a link to this ebook. There's also now an audiobook, by the way. Maybe you'll enjoy that as well. You'll find the link to this ebook down in the description box. And pile number 4, it was really such a pleasure and an honor doing this reading for you. Thank you for giving me the space to read your energy. I truly appreciate it. And I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye.